What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today, I want to talk about AITX, a news catalyst that could potentially gear this thing back up. I want to talk about me capitalizing or attempting to capitalize on the dip buy opportunities that I've talked about in previous videos. I want to get into all that, but before I do, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market, and I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So, that being said, let's just get right into it. So AITX, again, man, we've talked about it in previous videos. If you haven't watched them, please go and do so. I do the same things over and over every day, okay? It's the same moves I try to capitalize on every single day. So if you watch my previous videos on AITX, man, I talk about a beautiful dip buy opportunity in the morning. And again, this thing winded up gapping up due to some news. So let's get into that news really quick, which was right here. Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions announces accelerated orders activities, new orders from Fortune ranked clients. So we had talked about that and how they had, a big Fortune 50 company, a top 50 company globally, become a client of theirs. So they're basically just saying right here that they're ramping up orders. Of their security units. So that caused a gap up this morning, which is nice. I've been capitalizing on those gap ups, but sometimes they're hard to determine because we've been having gap downs because we're so down right now. So it wasn't a play that I wanted to play because it's been gapping down, but it had this news come out, so it did have a gap up. So again, man, I wanted to capitalize on this dip opportunity. Again, very similar to LTNC. If you didn't watch that video, please go and do so. It just moved a little too fast for me, and I tried to execute it down here and just blew past my order. And then so when I seen it up here, I winded up just getting in, in hopes that, it was just a horrible entry on my part. So I was in at 15 cents, like right at the very top. And then we winded up having this dip. So I just sold it and took my loss. I want to say this is a bigger loss than I would like. But I want to say I had about a $6,000 position, a $5,000 position. I'll tell you right now. Let me see. Let me just calculate this thing real quick. 50 times 15. Oh, I actually had a $7,500 position. Again, man, a 3% loss, and that's right within my comfort zone of losses. Again, cut your losses, man. You got to stick to your discipline, man. So -3, -2, -1, -3 is the most I want to take. And, as soon as I seen this, this was already too much dollar-wise for me, but I knew it was roughly around my percentage that I would, try to get out at. I just cut my loss, and then it winded up bouncing, and, and it winded up giving me a half a cent. So, I mean, realistically, I could have took a 4% gain here, but that's not really the target. It's having a bounce. But, I could have held and I could still have been profitable on this. But, again, man, you just cut your losses. My execution was horrible. If I would have got it originally where I wanted to in this candle or this one, I would have been absolutely fine. This is where I was trying to get in, but it just blew past my entry point, because I buy the ask. So when I see it start shifting, and like right now, you're seeing 165 on the ask and 5,000 on the bid. Well, when I see it shifting and 165's over here and 5,000's here, that's when I go and buy the ask. But sometimes it'll just blow past it, and then it won't execute my order. So that happens. And it's part of the game, and that's okay. And that winded up costing me, 3% loss, 226. But, again, man, it provided the beautiful opportunity. I just happened to mistime it and winded up getting at the very top of this dip before it dipped again and then ran. I was trying to get in down here, but it didn't happen. But it provided the opportunity, and I just failed to capitalize on that opportunity. It didn't work out in my favor this time, which is okay because overall it does wind up working out in my favor. If you haven't watched my video on LTNC, I wound up capitalizing on that. And winded up making about a $1,600 profit. So overall, still profitable, about $1,400 to start my week, which is a beautiful thing. And it's part of the game, part of the process, man. So, took a minus 3% loss here. In total, took about a 14% profit, or I'm sorry, about a 16% total profit on LTNC. So, a minus 3 and a plus 16, winds up working out beautiful for the day. And that is the process. Collect my 7 to 10% profit. Sometimes I get lucky and go over 10%, which is beautiful. And then cut my loss at 3%. As long as I do that all day, every day, that process. Cutting my loss at 3% or less, taking my profit at 7% or more, doing that process over and over and over on the same plays, dip buy opportunities, morning panics, buying multi-day breakouts, buying the reversal pattern, buying intraday breakouts, the same similar patterns over and over, and cutting them losses at 3% and taking my gains at 7% or more. And, the process continues to work. That's what happened today, and I'm winding up profitable $1,400 on the day. And that's going to be it for today. I'm not going to trade no more. I'm going to shut my laptop after this, upload these videos to YouTube and just shut my laptop. And if anything presents itself, I'm going to come back, reopen my laptop around 12:30 to see if anything is presenting itself for an overnight play. Other than that, I don't want to look at nothing no more. I don't want to trade nothing no more. That's going to be it for today, all right? So, just a lesson on how I trade and how I do things. Realistically, to be honest, I should have just, well, you know what? I take that back because I was going to say, I started my day with $2,000, made 20% on the multi-day breakout from LTNC. But again, man, these opportunities presented itself, and I could have capitalized on it. It just didn't work today for me. It did what I wanted it to. It just didn't execute me down here, and I got in a bad execution, and I had to cut my loss. It's part of the process. And then same thing with LTNC. I tried to dip by that as well, and wound up giving back, $500 overall, no, I wound up giving back about $400 back of the profit that I had already made trying to dip by it. Twice I tried to dip by it twice. One took about a $500 loss on it. And then the other one I made $200 back. And it happens. So, but it's part of the game, and I'm just going to be done for today. Start off my week beautifully with a $1,400 profit for today. And, I'm just going to stick to that. So for those of you guys that, are wondering about my P&L and trading and investing, the differences, like I said, man, I scale a process, and, you can see my P&L every day I post. My P&L is right here for the day, P&L daily. So obviously right here, minus $226, which is, if you do the math, 50,000 times 15 cents is 7,500, and so that's about 3% loss. I do the same thing every day, guys. It's the same thing. Take my 3% losses and take my 7 to 10% gains every day, and continue that for the long run, and my account continues to grow, and then I scale it from there. So once, and maybe next time I might take a 200 share, 200,000 shares, and then it's going to be the same thing, minus 3%, but now it's going to be a higher dollar amount, and then same thing, plus 10%, higher dollar amount, but stick to the percentages. That truly helped me a lot once I understood that psychologically for me. When I stopped concentrating on dollars and I want to make money, and I started focusing on process and percentages, then my account started growing exponentially. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. Again, if you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You Can't Stop Mafia is a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. So AITX failed to capitalize on the dip buy opportunity. It just didn't execute the way I liked, and so I took my 3% loss. and that's okay. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.